Welcome back to the True Territory Podcast. I'm your host, Tru.
Dosa Hut, Pizza Hut, Paper Cut, Lakers in 5. And it's your co-host, Deetz,
And
back in the building.
We are back, man, and sorry for the hiatus we took. Life was just in the way. But we're back, man. We wanted to set this up, and we're finally here. And I'm so glad that Deetz, my man Deetz, my partner Deetz, I'm so glad we're back, man. So Deetz, I'm glad we're back. How are you feeling?
Man, Tuesday I was sick. So I was under the weather and stuff like that. Wednesday I was severely sick. Thursday, I kind of got better. And Friday, it's just locked in. I'm ready for the podcast. Once I hear podcast on today,
Let's do it.
I felt 110% better.
Let's do it. So we're just gonna jump right into it, man. And
No. Before you jump right into it, how are you? You gotta let the viewers know where have you been.
Need a haircut. I'm good, man. This is something I've always wanted to, get back on the podcast to talk hoops with my man Deetz. But I've been good, life got in the way, some things I have to take care of. But this is a great time to get back, I think. Hoop playoff season about to start, draft season's about to start. So definitely a lot of content for us to, in the coming weeks. And we will be more active. We will be active. Again, it's just a little hiatus, but we're back and we're better than ever. So, I'm happy to do this. So, getting right into it, right? College basketball. See, that's the tourney. March Madness has finished with Florida being the winner, and shout out to Florida because they've been a bad program in both sports, in football and basketball, for the past couple of years. And now they're back on top, and they deserve it. They had a hell of a season. They had a hell of a season. The reason why, because I have some things I have to say. But what do you think about? What do you think? You go first before I go.
To be honest, I helped my cousin fill out her bracket with her company. I had St. John's going through it, and I thought with UConn not going fully in and winning for the third time in a row like a three-peat, that was not going to happen because first off, his whole team got dismantled. They went to the NBA draft. One of them went to the Spurs. The other one probably went to Minnesota. I don't know where the heck they went, but they went somewhere. And with Hurley having to lose almost like a good season, but many losses, I don't think that team was going to go all the way to win a three-peat. So I put St. John's because, when Rick Pitino, the godfather of basketball, is coaching, I thought he was going to win, but I messed up her bracket anyways, so.
No,
sorry.
St. John's definitely had a hell of a year, definitely a surprise, right? With Rick Pitino, you obviously you're not surprised by him. He's great at his job, so hell of a year. I wish they just got closer, but you can't. They'll be back better than ever next year. I think they'll get stronger in the recruiting game.
Did you fill out a bracket?
Yeah, I had St. John's going to the. I think I had going to the Elite Eight. I didn't advance them. I had Duke winning. So that's why
everybody with Duke.
I mean,
right?
They were the best team in the damn nation, man. I mean, the number one pick on their team.
All right, hold on.
Flag.
Because first off, Cooper Flag has been choking in regular seasons, last minute. I thought they were gonna get eliminated at least after the Sweet 16, the Sweet 16. They would get eliminated, but I was wrong because they got his teammate was shooting threes and he was making most of the clutch shots. He just had to make those assists to him. Hockey assists, whatever assists they need to make.
Yeah. Duke, and that's why I said in the introduction, I'll let you go, and then I'll just say this real quick. Man, I'm so surprised by Duke. They choked completely against Houston. Cooper Flag, you did bring up a good point. Cooper Flag has not shown the ability to finish games as the number one guy. You know, time in the regular season, like you said, during the season when it was time to get a buck in the end, even though they're the number one seed. You know, there's been times where he slipped. There's been times where he just missed shots. There's been times where he turned the ball over. So him, and then in the biggest shot of his career, biggest shot of his collegiate career, you know, the Final Four, he had a chance to be the hero, and he just missed again. And you know, that's something that will always carry flag, even throughout his NBA career. Can he finish games? Can he be a closer for his team? And you didn't see that much with Duke. So I'm very disappointed in Duke. I thought they had the team to go, you know, win. Cooper Flag is obviously the headline of it all, but just like you said, Kneppel, I don't want to mispronounce his name. He's going to be a first-round pick. Kaman Malak, the center, he's going to be a first-round pick. He has so much talent on that team, and they failed, man. But credit to Houston. I mean, their coach is pretty tough. They have, their culture is really great as well. You know, they're always a tough team, tough school to play year in and year out. So credit to them. You know, they found a way, and Duke gave it to them. And you know, it's shocking by Duke. You know, I think this is one of the better Duke teams we've seen probably in a long time, right? I mean, this is, I think, one of the best Duke teams we've seen, you know, in a very long time.
Whoa. Hold on.
Whose team was better?
Coach K had really great Duke teams.
Yeah, but like who?
You can't. You're forgetting about the Boozer, Carlos Boozer's team.
But that was a while ago.
Yeah, you forgot the Jahlil Okafor team.
That was a while ago.
Yeah, but
like in the past 5 years.
You forgot the Zion.
They didn't go for her.
And you forgot the guy that plays for the Sixers that does a TikTok dance and then got injured due to his meniscus.
They didn't win last year, did they?
Nah, I don't know if they won or not.
No, UConn won last year.
UConn been going there for like 2-3 straight years, bro. But
I gotta see because I don't remember a Duke team of this that was this good in recent years. Remember, like in the past. I'm gonna see. You know, when do they? Wow, we're bad at this. I'm gonna see when they. Yeah, their last run was 2015.
Yeah, Final Four, right?
That was with Tyus Jones. That was with Tyus Jones and them guys. So, but I mean, just to point it all off, I mean, this was a great Duke team, and they slipped. You know, I think if they would have been to the championship game against Florida, they would have won. But they absolutely choked, and it sucks because, like I said, they have Cooper, Khan, and Kaman. Those three guys are probably going to go in the top 10 this year. So, I don't know if Duke will be good. I mean, Duke, I think Cameron Boozer, Carlos Boozer's son, I think he's going to Duke next year. So, I mean, maybe they could recreate that magic. But
the twins, right?
Mm-hmm. But shout out to Florida, man. You know, Walter Clayton. I did not know his name before the Final Four. That's on me. Walter Clayton. He's going to be.
Hold on. Let me. I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, go ahead.
Let me apologize. For the last 5 years, Duke did make it to the Final Four, losing to North Carolina in the national championship in 2022.
That's on me. My bad. I wasn't paid because nobody was really coming out of Duke except Zion and Paulo. So respect to those guys, but I don't know. This Duke team was just different. You know, they were just blowing teams out left and right. But what I was saying. Oh, Walter Clayton from Florida. Hell of a game by him. Again, I didn't know who he was. That's on me. But he's going to be a sleeper pick for somebody. You know, it's toughness, shot making, competitiveness. You know, he willed his team to win. So, shout out to Florida.
So let me say something. I'm going to just bring up the crucial calls, right? The crucial calls and the crucial mistakes. One was at the free throw line. The ball goes up. Personal foul on Cooper Flag. Do you think that was a personal foul? Yes or no? Or play ball?
Play ball. I don't think he would have gotten the ball, but to give him free because remember the Duke was up 1, so if no foul was called, they just need to stop. Now who knows? Who knows if they would have got that? But at the end of the day, they don't get free throws, and those free throws put them up. So no, but potentially no, it was not a foul.
Okay. And my second question: the last possession of the ball, last possession of Houston. What the heck was going on? You gotta run me down this play.
Which one? Against Florida?
Yeah, but for the championship game. They
didn't even get a shot up.
That he was on his tippy toes, or his toe just lifted an inch off the ground. He let the ball go touching the ground. He started boxing people out.
Yeah, Florida. Credit to Florida, man. They played great defense on that possession. They were everywhere, and Houston just looked confused. They didn't know where to get a shot up, and they had so much time too. They had so much time, and they didn't get a shot. That's the heartbreaking thing. They didn't get a shot up.
I think he rushed the shot. He had enough time to either pump fake.
He was scared.
Did he dribble?
No.
Did he dribble? Yeah, pump fake, step back, shoot that. No. Come on, if you want to make.
I think he wanted. I have to check it again, but he wanted to shoot. But I think once he jumped or on his tippy toes,
the center was on him.
The center was on him, so this contest was already there. So he had to let the ball go unless it was going to be a walk right there. So, but yeah, that's sad for Houston, man. Great coach over there, great guys, great coach, but not getting a shot up.
Wait, who was the center? Okay, I'm gonna ask you a lot of. Oh, they have a 7'9" center too, but he didn't play, right?
I'm not very fond. Excuse me. I'm not very fond of the Florida team, so that's all.
So they got remember? So that there was a 7'9" kid that was in IMG. He was like a stick.
They got him?
Yeah, Yeah, they've been having him.
Oh damn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Any more final thoughts on the cards before we jump into our next topic, Deetz?
No.
Cool. Duke do better, next year. We're not breaking NBA news, but the Denver Nuggets firing their GM Calvin Booth and their head coach Michael Malone. 2 days ago, I think, this week. And the playoffs start next weekend. What are your thoughts on that, Deetz?
What the heck is the Nuggets thinking? Is it like they went to McDonald's to get a McChicken, a McNugget? What was that? I feel like that whole organization need to be drug tested right now. I don't know. I really don't know. I thought they're gonna back him up. They have Jokic. Jokic is making the great plays. He's still considered as MVP candidate of this year. But other than that, what is going on in that organization? I mean, they're top 4 in the playoff seed. They're not in the bottom 8. You can't always expect to win. He brought you a championship. He's been in this organization for years. We're talking about years. And now you're just let's get rid of him and the GM. Maybe the GM, I'll say yeah. Maybe fire the GM. But the coach? Are you out of your damn mind? You're not the Los Angeles Lakers. You could fire anybody and hire anybody, okay? Even the Lakers didn't let that guy go from last year until the season is over. And you decided to let go your championship coach? That organization is a disgrace. It's a small market team. I'm tired of seeing a small market team like the Bucks. We've seen the Bucks fire their coach after they won a championship. The Lakers, which is part of a big market team, they fired their coach, right? Because he didn't promise a two-peat or something like that. They lost to the Phoenix Suns or some shit like that. I don't know. Oh, they didn't go to the playoff again. That's the reasoning. And then Yo, there's like 5 coaches that won a championship and they got fired.
Yeah.
The Raptors head coach.
Yeah.
What's this guy's name?
Nick Nurse.
Yeah. He got fired too.
Ty Lue with the Cavs.
Ty Lue.
Yeah, it's definitely a shady business. I don't listen. My thing is, right, if you're gonna fire the guy, I don't mind firing the guy because something happened, but you don't fire him now. You let the season play out. Fire him in the offseason. If that's what you want to do, let him go in the offseason. Part your ways. Okay, fine. Whatever happens in the playoffs, whatever. Like you can make your case then. Firing him a week before the playoffs will never make sense to me. And then, and I don't care which way you spend it. Like, I mean, I don't have to say nothing. You said it perfectly. This guy won a championship there. He's been there for years. That was Mike Malone. That was him. Like he had Jokic and he had all these guys. Yeah, but Mike Malone installed an identity, right? But I mean, you look at this season. You know, they were very bad on defense. But I don't blame it on him. I blame it on the GM. What's the coach gonna do? He can only coach the guys that the GM gives him. And I mean, you look at the miscues they've had since that championship run, Deetz. They had Bruce Brown, who was a big part of that team. They didn't re-sign him that year, which was last season after the championship run. They had Jeff Green. Jeff Green was a big part for that team. And they played next to Jokic. They didn't re-sign him. But you know who they replaced those guys with? Reggie Jackson.
No, I thought Reggie Jackson was part of the championship team, wasn't he?
I'm not. I don't think so.
Okay, yeah. Whatever.
I'm not. Well, point is, they let those guys go.
Pope was go.
Thank you.
He was a shooter.
They let go of the Conservatives Caldwell Pope this past summer. They didn't keep their guys. So now they have the worst bench in the league right now. Why? Because you let go of some of your depth. And that's, Jokic is great. Jamal Murray is really good. Aaron Gordon is pretty good. But they can only carry you for so long because you need a bench, especially in the playoffs. You need a bench. You need depth. And they thought Westbrook could do that. We all know who Russell Westbrook is at this point. Like, come on, dude. Like, he's been through so many organizations. When are people going to get the hint? I like Westbrook. I'm not going to say I don't like. I like his game. But they got Westbrook and they got nothing else, right? So this is the fault on the GM more than the head coach himself. I don't agree with it. You said it perfectly. He's won a championship with them. He's been there for years. They're a top 4 seed. I mean, they're not the Denver Nuggets from the championship run type play, but they're still a top 4 seed. And with Jokic and Murray, who's a really good player performer, anything's possible, especially with those two guys playing healthy. And they should do this after the year. If that's how they really felt, they should have done this after the season.
Is Michael Porter still hitting threes?
And that's another thing too. And the GM gave him an extension. This has nothing to do with the coach. Even though they haven't been playing up to standards.
But didn't he have like a back health issue before he started actually playing and all that?
Yeah.
And they had Bobo.
They let him go to Phoenix.
They let him go before they even went back to playing in no fans in the arena.
Right. I thought he was perfect. He could have been the bench guy. Now they have DeAndre Jordan.
No. He could have been a 1-2 threat with Jokic.
They let him go for nothing.
It's insane.
That's how it's
Bobo and Jokic is unbelievable.
It's the
Who
GM.
you gonna guard?
It's the GM.
Who you gonna guard? Like Mike Malone, I think with Mike Malone, he'll see effort because I think a lot of people say there's a whole report about not a report, but there's a whole thing going on with Bobo. He's not the player that we expect him to play, a dominant center that could shoot threes and stuff like that. But still, you don't need to make him shoot threes.
Mm-mm.
I mean, make him be a traditional center. Mm-hmm. He was never been a traditional center.
Never.
Make him a KD offensive player. Bring the ball off. Let Jokic facilitate in the paint, and let him do his thing. And then when it comes to defense, just sit both of them in the 2-3 zone. It's common sense.
Yeah, but again, that's on the GM. Letting all these guys go.
with Russell Westbrook, like at the beginning, I was like, yeah, this could probably work, but I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, they're still the 4th seed. Like Westbrook is doing something good, or it's just Jokic covering everything up.
It's not gonna be enough, man. And especially in the playoffs, bro, it's not gonna be enough. Like they'll probably win the first round or something, depending on the matchup. But
You think Aaron Gordon is still good? Aaron Gordon, this 20. Oh, he's 29? I thought this guy was like 31 or something.
damn, still in his 20s. Golly.
Godly. Damn.
So, staying consistent on the firings, another firing happened weeks ago. Probably I don't know, the Grizzlies
Oh, yeah.
firing their head coach. I know it's happened weeks ago, but obviously, we've been away for a while. So, Grizzlies firing Taylor Jenkins. Same kind of situation. Besides, he didn't win a championship, but this guy, since 2019, I think they've been they've been a top 3 seed 2 times, right? They've been to the playoffs. I don't even have the numbers in front of me, but they're a playoff lock when they're all healthy. Last year was the only year that they didn't make the playoffs in the recent memory, because Ja was suspended, and then he was out for the year. Desmond Bain was out. It was just an injury bug, but he was a guy that brought them back to relevancy, and then they fire him. Now this was a couple weeks ago, probably like 2 weeks ago, before the playoffs. Like, why are teams firing these coaches before the playoffs? If you don't like them, fire them after the season, because chances are, Deetz, you're a basketball guy, are the assistant coaches going to do something different?
Hell no.
They're going to do the same thing, because that's what they were taught. That's the head coach. That's their leader. They're going to do the same plays. Same thing. What are they going to do different? That's what I'm saying, dude. It's going to be the same thing anyway. And Taylor Jenkins, now the report is, and this is true, so this is where I'll agree with them in terms of, dude, what are you doing? Taylor Jenkins and the Grizzlies and the coaches, they've implemented, or they changed the offense to not even include Ja. So instead of an offense being focused on Ja, it became away from Ja. And that's why I don't agree with it, because listen, it's your best player. I don't care it's your best player. You have to have your offense focused on your best player. Like if you have like Lakers, they have Luka, they have LeBron, but they also have Luka. Are they going to put the ball in Austin Reeves' hand? Is the offense going to run through Austin Reeves rather than Luka Doncic? No. When Luka got traded to the Lakers, JJ Redick said, "Luka, get the ball," because that's
Hey, Luka, run the show.
Yeah, Luka, run the show. And LeBron obviously is there, but Luka and LeBron, this is your show. Everybody else is just following you. With the Grizzlies, and this is why I disagreed with them, because I saw it this year too with the Grizzlies. Why is it seems like the offense is not being focused with, it's not centered on Ja, centered on other players. So I agree, I can see why, and that report is true that came out. It is true. I can see why. Everybody can see it clear as day. Ja's not being involved in the offense as he should be. And then now with Ja, with the Grizzlies after post firing, you can see Ja having the ball more. So maybe the assistant coaches did change something, just having Ja give more freedom. But then still, they were top four. Oh, now I think they're 7th seed, so they're not a play-in squad, I think. So they dropped down, but they're still a good record. It's just a loaded Western Conference. Like the standings are so close. But again, if I don't like firing coaches mid-season, especially close to the playoffs. I think that's a thing after the year, unless you're very bad. But if you're in the playoffs or whatever, if you're competing, fire him after the year. I don't agree with the firing. It came. I don't agree with the time it came, because there was such a really good team still, even with all these issues they were having. I think that's just something that you wait for after the playoffs and make your decision. What do you think?
Okay. So Luka Magic, Jackie Robinson, Magic Johnson, Lakers in 5. Okay. I'm going to do a whole segment about Lakers in 5, Lakers in 4, whatever the case may be. Because 1, I'm sleepy as hell. 2, he has a milkshake. 3, I'm a cranky man right now. I'm getting too old. But let me get back to the topic, okay? The reason why I did this whole shenanigan with the Lakers in 5 is because I mentioned Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson just tweeted on April 8th, quote, I've been part of the NBA family for over 45 years and I've never seen a season like this. First, 2 superstars get traded in the middle of the regular season. Luka Doncic for Anthony Davis. And now 2 coaches, Denver's Michael Malone and the Grizzlies' Tyler Jenkins, get fired before the end of the regular season and their teams have already secured a spot in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Here's the thing that you mentioned about Ja Morant not involved in the offense. Of course he's not going to be involved in the offense. You see what Ja Morant do? Like, we gave him a slap in the wrist, then you gave him the handcuffs, you gave him a suspension, you take his payoff. He's still going to do Ja Morant shit. Right?
Explain.
Alright.
What does Ja Morant-ish mean to you? What do you mean by that? Because now you're coming at my guy.
Oh, now it's your guy. It's your guy. Are you going to blame the coach on his availability when he's throwing up gang sign? He's throwing up like firearm after he shoots a 3 and stuff like that. Like, this guy from 2 seasons ago carried a weapon in Colorado and got suspended for that. We thought he's going to learn his lesson. Yes or no?
Okay.
No.
Did he ever do that again? Did he ever do it again?
He still does. Does he not throw up gang signs?
No, first of all, he does not throw gang signs. 1, 2. It's a celebration. Is he actively carrying a gun in arenas? Is that what you're saying to me? Okay, let me ask you this, because now you're coming at my guy, all right? And I don't like this. Ja Morant is getting treated.
Can we cut this off?
No.
Can we cut this off?
Ja Morant is getting treated unfairly by you and the rest of the media.
Me.
You just
on the media.
No, you and the rest of the media, and I don't like
rest
this
of the
treatment.
media.
And he's doing all that. You know why? Because he's sending a message to Adam Silver in the NBA. He's gonna keep doing it, and he should keep doing it. You know why? Because he brings in money for this league. You watch basketball. He's a top 7 entertainer in this sport. When Ja Morant is playing, you're gonna watch him. I'm going to watch him. The whole world's going to watch him. Every NBA fan is going to watch Ja Morant play basketball because he's that good of an entertainer, right? So he's bringing in money. The NBA's making business off this guy. His jersey sales, whatever the case may be. He brings it. He's so entertaining to watch. We all love to watch Ja Morant play basketball. So if you're going to suspend me and fine me for doing all these things, I'm going to keep, Ja Morant speaking, I'm going to keep doing this. What are you going to do about it? He's having fun. He's playing great. And yes,
you're done?
The offense should be focused more on him. He's your best player. Are you dumb? What are you talking about? He's your best
Yes, he's your
player.
best.
So why
he's your best player when he's available. He's available.
He's been available this year. Don't lie. He's been available.
Yes, he was. I mean, yes, he is. He is available. Here's the thing with the issue of Ja Morant. You think you could let him do anything and then tell me and the media portraying him as a bad guy? Listen, he's a great entertainer for like the past almost a half decade when he came to the league, dunked on everybody, about to do some crazy dunks and posterizing people left and right, etc. Mind you, I don't mind Ja Morant grittying, but let me be real for real. Have you seen Ja Morant dunked on somebody crazy?
Wemby.
But yeah. When there was like a foul called on the ground.
That counts still. Wemby still jumped.
Wemby did jump. But that's not like a play like, oh, you dunked on Victor Wemby.
Yes, it didn't count, of course, because of the foul. But Wemby still contested. Ja Morant slammed it on him.
You think Victor Wembanyama cares about this shit? The point being,
nobody dunked on him like Ja Morant dunked on Victor Wemby. Victor Wemby was 7'6" or whatever the case is. Nobody dunked
7'4".
Nobody dunked on Wemby like that.
I'm fact checking you. 7'4".
Whatever. Nobody dunked on Wembanyama like that.
And this is and you saying Ja Morant is an entertainer and he's gonna do whatever he wants to piss off Adam Silver? That's a wrong idea. All right.
Because it's bullcrap. Okay, you know what?
No.
I didn't want to make it come.
Time out. What happened with Zion Williams?
What?
He's supposed to be a great entertainer, yeah?
So? What's the comparison here? Zion, he doesn't take care of his body. And you know what he's doing. You know what he's doing freaking.
So he could do whatever he could do whatever he wants to do whatever he wants because
he never got fined. Entertainer.
Bro,
he didn't get fined.
He got fined by his own team.
He doesn't
for being
play.
Overweight.
He doesn't play. Is Ja Morant getting overweight?
So you think he deserved that money just like Ja Morant?
Is Ja Morant getting? Is Ja Morant willingly getting overweight by himself? He just has freak injuries, an ankle.
But he's willing to do stupid shit like putting up gang signs.
Different levels of entertainment, right? Ja Morant. I think he learned his lesson. I mean, he hasn't been seen doing something stupid like that on social media in a long time, so that's good for him. He's just having fun, man, and he did explain to Selly, I don't know if you've seen it, but when he throws the...
And then it's also like, you know, we could fire the Michael Malone and Jenkins, right? But we can't fire Eric Spoelstra for going to the NBA Finals and then losing twice. When is he going to get fired?
That's different.
No!
There's differences in You know this, bro. There's differences in coaches, man. Is a coach of respect. Popovich will never get fired. Greg Popovich and Eric Spoelstra are the only two coaches that will probably never get fired. In NBA
what about Phil Jackson?
But he got fired? Or he left on his own terms? No, leaving on your own terms is different. But the team firing you, I don't think that will ever happen to Spoelstra. First of all, for Spoelstra, definitely will happen. Bro, that's Pat Riley's boy. Pat Riley grew up. Pat Riley gave him the look. He was with it the whole time. So that's never going to happen. No one's going to fire Greg Popovich. Like, no one's going to have the balls to fire Greg Popovich. These are two legends. So those two coaches, I agree with you. He haven't been good, but you know those two are living legends in their organizations. Similar to Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick was there for the Patriots the whole run. He did, and he left on his own terms.
No, they both agreed to mutually, end terms. Okay, they let him go for real. Like they didn't want to say like, yo, we fired his 22-year-old. Career with the Patriots, okay?
Yeah, that's true.
It's over, Bill.
They made it seem like Bill wanted to leave and
wanted
to move on.
But it's like a respect thing.
It's a respect.
It's a respectful. Yeah,
that's why it's different levels. But
the only person that could do whatever they want in the NBA is maybe LeBron, Jokic, and I think Jokic doesn't do the stupidest shit. He just say like, "Yo, I just want to go back home and take care of my horse."
Yeah, no. LeBron, Jokic, Giannis.
Giannis won an NBA championship. He could do whatever he wants. Yeah, he could say whatever he'd say on IG because he won a championship.
I thought it was Luka, but they traded him. So
yeah. I could say like the same thing with Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, but I feel like Jaylen Brown got more whatchamacallit, more respect than Jason Tatum because he won the final MVP. But that's another day topic. But can you please do what I tell you?
I got you, but don't worry, I got you.
All right.
Going to the next topic, then we'll circle back on NBA topic later on. This news came out today that quarterback Derek Carr for the New Orleans Saints has a shoulder injury, and his availability for the upcoming 2025-2026 NFL season is up in the air. Probably going to miss the season. The Saints are already a mess. in terms of players, in terms of the future. They have the worst cap space imaginable. They don't have money to upgrade. They have nothing going for them. So, what are the options? If Derek Carr's out, what do you do? Now, they did draft, who I very like a lot. I don't know if you know him, but Spencer Rattler last year. They drafted him. He played a couple games at the end of the year last year. I like him. But they did hire a new coach, Kellen Moore, the Eagles' offensive coordinator, to be their head coach. So who knows if he likes him or not. But this, to me, man, opens the door for Shedeur Sanders. The New Orleans Saints have a top 10 pick, the 9th pick to be exact, I believe. I think Shedeur goes there. I don't think Shedeur goes top 3. I don't think he goes top 5. I think Shedeur to the Saints is probably is most likely at this point. Shedeur and Saints have been linked with each other, and there's no other free agent quarterbacks that's worth taking. One, because who's going to come to the Saints? They're not a playoff team. Are they even a rebuilding team? It's like the middle of the pack team. You don't know if they're good or not because they have, again, bad cap space. Not a lot of good players on that team. So I don't think a free agent quarterback goes there. But I think this opens the door for Shedeur Sanders. What do you think?
All right. Shedeur, I think this is your ideal landing spot, approved by Prime Time himself. And I'm going to tell you the reason why. Do you really want to go to the New York Giants and compete with the guy that always eat the fake W's with his hands, and then the guy be like, Bronco Nation, let's ride? No. They're not going to give you the job. And plus, it's New York. You look ugly in the blue and red. So, nah. No good fit. Cleveland Browns.
No.
Yeah, they got they got Amari Cooper and somebody else.
They don't got Amari Cooper.
They don't?
Yeah, bro, they trade. Well, now he's a free agent, but they traded him last year, bro, to the Bills. Come on, bro.
Yeah. I forgot.
He didn't do anything with the Bills anyway, so we're good.
Yeah.
He's forgettable.
See, he's always forgettable in my eyes. I thought he was in the Browns, but he's not. But yeah, I mean they got nothing, really nothing. Nick Chubb, he's not his old shell of himself. I think they're gonna go with Travis Hunter, your boy, the Heisman winner, right? Number 1 draft pick, Tennessee Titans. Do you want to go to Tennessee to see all the shorties that are 10s or not 10s?
I think that's Cam Ward.
Nah. I don't think Cam Ward's going to go there either.
What do you mean? Who's going to draft? They need a quarterback.
Well, they could figure their quarterback, their situation. I don't think Cam Ward would go there.
What do you mean? You think it's his decision?
I mean, he could tank his draft value.
Bro, he's the number 1 pick, bro. Number 1 pick? Would you take that money? Would you give away that money? And you're the number 1 pick in the NFL. Come on, bro. He's not taking. Because next year, for sure, he's not going to be the number 1 pick.
Don't they all the first round picks get the same amount of money no matter what?
I think it differs. I think it differs in guaranteed. Differs in guaranteed money. Bro, the first pick is not going to get the first overall pick is not going to get the same as the 21st overall pick. It's definitely different money. Probably the more guarantees.
Alright, I'm Google searching this. Alrighty. First overall gets 40. Oh. Expected sign. Oh.
Dude, why you laughing like that? What?
I think you're right. Thanks for fact checking me.
Yeah, I think it's just it's definitely more money or more of the guarantees. Something with
Cam Ward, don't mess with that money. That money's great, but just if you're gonna go to Tennessee, invest your money in real estate for cash. No, don't take out a mortgage. Okay.
Just turn into a real estate podcast.
Yeah. But anyways, I think Shedeur will be a great fit. One, they have all the weapons. I don't know if Alvin Kamara is going to be the same Alvin Kamara we saw for years on the NFL, like the fantasy football league drafts and shit like that, or fantasy. There you go, fantasy. Chris Chris Olive, whatever your name is. I'm sorry, it's late night. I know my voice is not energetic. Olave, there you go, Chris Olave. Please stay out of the concussion room, the concussion protocol. You've been there so many times. I pray for you, but
great guy, great player,
great guy, great player. But for Shador Sanders, can you just run your route? Don't try to jump with anybody. Just catch the ball from the ground and go. Like I'm telling you, with my experience with 2 torn ACLs, and I'm really thinking about hanging up basketball for real. So just like just figure out a way to get open without anybody being around you. If it's like your area that you should be open in the field. Other than that, Shador, I like I said, your father approves this draft pick to the Saints. You're probably the savior of the Saints. No insights from me. I'm done.
Not for sure. I think that if the Saints draft Shador, they'll give Saints fans hope. And the Saints haven't had a quarterback answer since obviously Drew Brees left. So that'd be great for them. Going back to NBA, I think this is gonna be a lengthy topic. Going back to the NBA, the playoffs, the season ends Sunday. So in a couple of days, season ends. So the playoffs will start. So as of right now, things could change by Sunday, and we'll have another episode out. When the season ends, discussing the playoff matchups and play-in matchups. So as of right now, Deetz, just getting these facts up. Here's the playoffs of the Eastern Conference. We have Cavaliers at the 1 seed. Then following is the Celtics, Knicks, Pacers, Bucks, Pistons. So those playoff positions are already locked in, kind of. But the play-in teams are the Magic, Hawks, Bulls, Heat. So before we go to the Western Conference teams, Magic, Hawks, Bulls, Heat, those 4 teams will be in the play-in. Only 2 of them can get in. Which 2 do you think would get in? Magic, Hawks, Bulls, Heat.
Honestly, I feel like the.
And I'm sorry, before you say something. Again, it's still jumbled up within those standings, but those 4 teams will be in play-in. No one else is gonna challenge them. So, as of right now, the Bulls and the Heat will play each other. That's single elimination. And then Magic versus the Hawks will play each other. And the loser of that matchup will play the winner of the Bulls and Heat. So it's pretty jumbled up. But, we'll discuss when those results do happen and the season happen. We'll discuss the play-in matchups and playoff matchups when it's official. But out of those 4 teams, Deetz, Magic, Hawks, Bulls, Heat, which 2 teams make the playoffs in your eyes?
Hawks going to take number 7. Right? You think the Magic's gonna have enough firepower to stop Trae Young? That's why you see what he did to the Knicks already. You think they're gonna stop him? They call him Ice Trae for a reason, right? And Bulls versus Heat, I'm taking Bulls. You really think Tyler Hero's not gonna step up in the playoffs like he did they went to the championship twice?
Okay, so then that means you would have Hawks taking 7, and then, assuming you say Hawks would beat Magic, then the 8th playoff seed would go either to the Magic or the Bulls. So they would play each other. Who do you have taking that last playoff spot?
No, I said Heat. Where you get the Bulls from?
Oh, they said, didn't you say Bulls will win?
No, I thought I said.
Okay, so you say Heat would win. Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah, he will take it because of Tyler Hero.
Oh, my bad. Okay, fine, I got you. All right, so then, who's that last playoff spot going to then? That's a tough matchup.
I gotta give it to the Magic.
Mm-hmm.
Right, because I don't feel like the Heat. I don't know. This is tough. Right, but
Go ahead.
I feel like the Magic will take it.
I do agree with the first part you said. I think my two teams would be the Hawks because Trae Young. I'm taking him to play in game against anybody, especially one of these teams. So I think they'll get the 7th seed. I'm going Bulls, man. Ooh, I like the Bulls.
Because Alonzo Ball.
Not even him. First of all, the Bulls have been ending the season on a high note. Josh Giddey is playing himself into a rich contract. Kobe White is doing some things. Lonzo Ball, they had the rookie. They drafted Matez Buzelis. He was in the draft contest. He was in the
dunk contest.
My bad. He was in the dunk contest.
Draft contest.
He was in the dunk contest. He was horrible in that contest, but he's been hooping. Something about these Bulls, man. Like I think they'll beat the Heat because. Yeah, I think they'll beat the Heat, and then that Bulls Magic. I think it'll come close. I think Bulls will win. I just like the Bulls' offensive firepower more than the Heat and the Magic, but we'll discuss that as the when the season ends, and we'll go into further detail of what those matchups might be. But before we go to the Western Conference, Deetz, is there any playoff matchup you want to see? So we have Cavs, Celtics, Knicks, Pacers, Bucks, Pistons, and the two teams you mentioned winning the play-in were the Hawks and the Magic. Any playoff matchup you would like to see? What's the one you will want to see so badly before we go to the Western Conference?
I think the Knicks versus Pistons.
Yo, you stealing my thing, man.
Why not?
I love that pick because you know why? Because first of all, I hate the Knicks, but Cade Cunningham.
Who does it?
Go with beating because Cade Cunningham upsetting the Knicks in the first round. I want that to happen. I'm a huge Cade guy. I love this season at least. I wasn't really a fan of him. I mean, he was nice, of course, but the jump he's made this year is obviously great. The Pistons, I mean, they had a great season, but whatever the case is, Pistons, Knicks. That's the matchup I want to see in the Eastern Conference. I think that would be two physical teams. Pistons are a physical team. They've been in a lot of fights this season. It's kind of bringing that bad boy.
This is why I said freaking bring New York Hood versus the Detroit Hood and see who wins it out.
They kind of bringing those bad boy Pistons back. They kind of bring those bad boy Pistons back out again, man. And
is it Isaiah Stewart? That's his name.
Yeah, Isaiah Stewart, who's known for fighting. I don't think he knows how. I don't know if he plays basketball or not. I haven't seen an Isaiah Stewart highlight. I haven't seen Isaiah Stewart highlights. Every time I see a video of him, it's him fighting. So. I don't know if Isaiah Stewart's good at basketball or not. I don't know what he does. I'm a good basketball guy. I don't know what Isaiah Stewart does. But Knicks and Pistons would be also my matchup to watch. My favorite matchup, at least in the Eastern Conference. So now, going to the Western Conference, we have the Thunder, Rockets, Lakers, Nuggets, Clippers. Those are the 5 seeds. The 6, 7, 8 seeds are real tough. Okay, so the 6th seed right now is the Golden State Warriors. And this matchup's still to be played. But the 6th seed, 7th, so the Warriors, Grizzlies, Timberwolves, they all have the same record. Only 2 of them.
Man.
2 of those teams will be in the play-in. And then the 9th seed, 10th seed, I don't think they will be in the playoffs. I don't know if you would think they will. Kings, Mavericks, I don't think they'll be in the playoffs. But so my thing is the Warriors, Grizzlies, Timberwolves. The Warriors as of right now are not in the play-in. They're the 6th seed. So Grizzlies and Timberwolves, they're in the play-in, but they all have the same record. They're all 47 and 33. There's 2 games left to go. So again, I don't know how that works. I don't know how. That's the conversation we're gonna have when the season ends. But the same with the Eastern Conference, Deetz. Since the Warriors, Grizzlies, and Timberwolves have the same record, so that's 3 teams, along with the Kings and Mavericks. Which 3 of those teams will make the playoffs? No. Because that's so hard. Because the Warriors have the same record, and that's the 6th seed. So let me ask you this: do you think Kings and Mavericks will be in the playoffs, or do you think they will?
Maybe the Kings.
Really?
I don't know about the Mavericks.
Kings and Mavericks are 9th. So Kings and Mavericks have. Well, if you say the Kings, they have to win 2 play-in games to get to the playoffs. So you think they can do that?
Yeah. They got Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan.
Okay, so,
Come on, buddy.
Let's just do this right now, right? So let's say the Warriors make the playoffs, right? Even though they're tied with the record. So we're going off to play in right now. Grizzlies, Timberwolves, Kings, Mavericks. Who's in the playoffs?
Oh shit.
You said the Kings. So who's the other playoff team?
Timberwolves at 7, 8 Kings. Get the Memphis out. I'm not a big fan of Ja Morant's game no more. He hasn't been dunking crazy like he used to. So, nah, I don't want to see them.
So I think it's gonna be the Grizzlies, Timberwolves, but Kings, man, you're trusting DeMar DeRozan, who's a playoff joker.
No, I'm trusting Sabonis.
Over Ja Morant and Jaren Jackson Jr. and Desmond Bane.
I mean, listen. Let me be for
Don't get me wrong. Before you go, my bad. Don't get me wrong. The Kings.
Before I go, where am I gonna go?
Before you speak, because I want to say this real quick about the Kings. First of all, I think the Kings will beat the Mavericks. The Kings, dude, if they get hot, if Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan can't miss, it's tough for whoever. They're a matchup nightmare. But more times than not, they haven't been good in these type of environments. Zach LaVine's been with the Bulls the past couple of seasons in the play-in game. He hasn't been good. Even in the playoffs, when they versed they versed Milwaukee a couple years ago in the first round. They lost in 5 games. Zach LaVine was not good. DeMar DeRozan, they were on the same team. They're both on the same team in Chicago. They both weren't good in the play-in games. They both weren't good. They didn't make the playoffs the past 2 seasons. Coming from the play-in games, they didn't make the playoffs. They won the first round of the play-in, and then the second round they lost. And then the year before that, so the 3 years ago, they lost to Milwaukee in 5 games in the first round. So we have proof and examples of DeMar and Zach LaVine not showing up when it matters. Sabonis, I think, is gonna be good, but you need the offensive guy. You need your star guys to be star guys. So basically, what I'm saying, I think the Timberwolves will beat the Grizzlies in the first round of the play-in. They'll get that 7th seed, and then I trust Ja Morant, Desmond Bane, Jaren Jackson Jr., then DeMar, Zach LaVine, and Sabonis. So my 2 matchups, my 2 playoffs teams is Grizzlies and Timberwolves.
Yo, let me explain something. The Grizzlies got their ass whooped by the Kings twice this season. And Ja Morant didn't even play.
Well, Ja Morant will play, hopefully.
Oh, hopefully, right? Hopefully.
So,
and if he doesn't, then
hopefully, because if he don't play, then it's a wrap. But if he do play, I give the Grizzlies.
Yo, Ja Morant only played 28 minutes on his first game and won. Okay, they won by 15. You know how many points Ja Morant scored? 8. 8 points. You think that's gonna get the job done? Who else you gonna depend on to score the ball?
Dude, I'm trusting Ja Morant. Ja Morant's the playoff riser, bro. In the playoffs, bro, he's him. But
look, no. Let me do more analytic stuff.
So who do you got?
Talk. I'm sorry.
Who do you got?
Hold on. Who I got? I'm sticking with my core. I'm sticking with
Kings.
The Kings.
That's bold.
Like that beam, like that dome, like that beam, whatever the case may be.
That's bold, man. I respect that. I'm gonna hold you to it.
Now you better hold me through it.
I thought we were both gonna be in agreement that those 2 teams would not make playoffs, but
no.
Now going from the Eastern Conference to the Western Conference, which playoff matchup would you like to see in the Western Conference?
Come on.
I don't even know mine.
You want me to do this
I have to think about it.
You really want me to do the whole shenanigans right now?
I think I know where you're going. Where are you going?
What? Oh.
I think you're going Lakers. Warriors? Yeah?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm going to go...
That's my team.
You know what I want to go?
Besides that...
First of all...
Again,
we'll get if this is the playoff matchup because things can change. If the Lakers versus the Warriors are getting smoked, buddy. Okay? Just letting you know. Your Lakers are getting smoked. Smoked.
You think Jim...
Who's guarding Steph? Who's guarding Jimmy?
You think we're gonna guard Jimmy?
Leave
Yeah,
him
we're gonna
open?
let Jimmy do whatever he wants.
Leave him open?
Yo, Jimmy's not gonna do jack shit.
Do you know who playoff Jimmy is? The last time you seen Jimmy Butler in the playoffs, what did he do, Deetz? He brought his team to the finals.
That's in the Eastern Conference.
What?
We're talking about Western Conference.
He beat the number 1 seed Milwaukee Bucks without Tyler Hero. He beat
That's
the
Milwaukee.
New York Knicks without Tyler Hero. He beat Boston without Tyler Hero. You don't think he can replicate that? Bro, he beat Giannis, Jalen Brunson, Jason Tatum, and Jalen Brown as an 8-seeded team that didn't have nobody. It was just him and Bam and Caleb Martin. You don't think he could have that same
It's
impact?
the East. It's the East.
Do you not know
At the end of the day, okay, but he went to the NBA final twice in his life and he lost twice.
Come
okay?
on, bro. There was
We're not counting.
They're complete underdogs.
No. I am no. I am tied. Okay. Jimmy Butler going up with my Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis was hurt a little bit too. All right. Did he not play? He didn't play the whole series. Yes or no?
No.
Okay. That's number one. Then he went to the Knicks. Right? Now, Jimmy Butler twisted his ankle. But somehow he magically won against the Knicks. Yes?
He's tough.
Yes or no?
Yeah, he's him.
And do you think that Tom Thibodeau can lead that Knicks that year to a championship run? Yes or no? Be honest.
No, they would have lost to Boston the next round.
Exactly.
So
Now, Boston. Oh, hold on. Boston. You remember the whole coach situation? Well, they had to let him go.
Oh, come on.
And then they
dude.
No.
The first
No.
Come on, but what does that mean?
It means everything. It means
Dog,
everything.
The Heat were the 8th seed, bro. Your Jimmy Butler took them to the finals once. And that bubble year, what did he do? He went in and he beat Milwaukee.
LeBron
He beat
8 seed is
Boston.
way better than. LeBron.
He took the Heat. He took the Lakers to 6 games by himself in those bubble finals. By himself. Now he has the greatest, a top 5 player in the world with Steph Curry alongside him.
Hold on. Let me. Don't give me this. No,
What are you
don't
doing?
give me
What
that
are you
shit right
doing?
now.
You're disrespecting
Hold on.
Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, I'm gonna disrespect Jimmy Butler. He makes more money than me. Obviously, I'm gonna disrespect him. I'm entitled to my opinion. You think Jimmy Butler don't care about my opinion? He just gotta prove me wrong.
And he
At
did
the
it
end
already?
of the No.
So what does he got to do?
LeBron. Wait, okay. LeBron's 7th seed is way better than the Miami Heat Jimmy Butler 8th seed. Yes.
The one where they get swept by the Nuggets?
Yes. Look at the competition. If Giannis didn't get hurt, Giannis would have swept them. He would eat them like a Greek yogurt. Let's be for real. The Greek freak would have ended Miami Heat like that.
The one where he got swept by Denver. What about the following year? When he lost to Denver again?
That's the first seed.
That's better?
Okay, what happened the following year? Jimmy Butler didn't play.
Yeah, what does that mean?
And he's still talking shit.
Because
Until
he
Pat Riley
proved
had to
it.
put-
He proved he could
No.
do that.
And they won the NBA championship that year.
Who?
The Celtics, didn't they?
Butler didn't play. What does that mean? If Butler played...
So what?
I know you saw the video back then in the summer. He said, I forgot who he said it to, but he said, if I was playing, Boston would be at home, and the Knicks would for sure be at home. Who says that with conviction? And he proved that. The previous season, he sent Jalen Brunson home, and he sent Tatum home. Come on, bro. The Lakers LeBron 7th seed, where he got swept. You swept. You swept by Denver. It's better than a Jimmy Butler-led finals run?
All right, now I'm putting my legs up. If you're going to tell me Jimmy Butler over the summer can say conventionally he's going to win an NBA championship, he lied to you. I'm sorry. The dude proved his odds already.
Do you think the Warriors are not contenders for a championship?
No. Do you see the stupid shit Draymond Green does? Like, come on. Let's be for real. I'm being honest.
Oh, let me guess. The Lakers are contenders.
Lakers, not really, to be honest with you.
Okay.
I feel like the Rockets or the Nuggets are contenders. I'm not considering OKC, to be honest with you.
Oh my god, bro! This guy is an idiot.
Let's bring up the shit. Say
idiot,
no. Because you want to defend your guy Shea Alexander, whatever his last name
So
is.
the Rockets are contenders, but the Thunder aren't.
No,
The Rockets are contenders,
Dallas
but the Warriors aren't with Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler and Draymond Green.
Just
But
like
the
you
Rockets
said,
were-
Jalen Brunson. Just like you said, Jalen Brunson is not a number one option on the Knicks, but Shea is, and he lost to Luka Doncic before going to the Western Conference
Jalen Brown
Finals.
lost to freaking Tyrese Halliburton.
Okay, and he lost to Luka Doncic.
Which one's
He's supposed
worse?
to be MVP can't.
Which one's worse?
Both of them were worse.
Jalen Butler's way worse than that. That's Luka. They went to
Who?
Dude, the Thunder lost to the team that went to the finals. How could you be mad at that? That's Luka and Kyrie. They went crazy last year in the playoffs. But you know what the Thunder did? They got better. They got better, Deetz. They got freaking better. Now they're the number one seed. Shea, he is the MVP.
You stole a player from the Knicks, right? Because he was a free agent. Yes or
They
no?
got better.
You signed him a three-year, $55 million. Yes or no?
Yeah, and they got Caruso too. They got better.
They've been having Caruso.
No, dude.
What the heck does it have to
you
do?
don't, bro, no. They traded for Caruso this summer, bro. They traded Giddey for him. They got freaking better.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about it. No, Alex Caruso's
Screw
old
that.
as fuck.
How do you think? Okay, because you just said this. I'm gonna question you. How do you think the Rockets are contenders, but the Thunder aren't, and the Warriors aren't, and the Lakers aren't? First of all, how do you think the Rockets are contenders to go to a championship?
I can answer on behalf of the Lakers right now, and let me be honest with you. They don't got no big man,
Who?
and like the Lakers.
Oh no, I agree with that. But how are the Rockets?
so,
but how are the Rockets? No, how are the Rockets contenders?
Yo, don't you see what they have? And plus, that coach took a team to the NBA Finals.
Steve
With the
Kerr
same
did
roster
too.
as-
You said they're not contenders. What are you talking about?
Yo, Steve Kerr just depends on Steph Curry to shoot the fucking
come on,
ball
dog.
and makes
He's a
it.
champion, bro. Respect Steve Kerr. He's a
No,
four-time
he's
champion.
not. Okay, 4-time champion? He's a 5-time champion as a player.
And a four-time
Wait.
champion as a coach. He won 3 with Steph. He won 4. He won 2 with. He won that one by. He won with Steph alone twice, and he won the KD years twice. Respects.
No, I don't. I as a coach, I don't care.
Oh, I'm saying as a
about the
coach.
4. He won 5, right? As a player,
I think, yeah.
2 with the Spurs and then 3 with the Bulls.
I think, yeah. But I'm talking about as a coach. You know.
Listen, no. Mark Jackson could have won that shit.
He didn't though.
Yeah, they had to let him go.
'Cause he sucked.
And then Steve Kerr. No, what? Are you out of your
They
mind?
let him go and they won championships. What does that prove to you?
He built.
I don't know. Don't tell me he built them. He couldn't win with them. They fired him. They got Steve Kerr. And they immediately won that season. They beat LeBron and the Cavs that year. Steph's first ring.
Yeah, because LeBron was doing it all by
Ah,
himself.
come on, dude. It's whatever. Steph did it by himself a couple years ago when he played the Celtics. Dude, do you know who Steph Curry is in the playoffs, bro?
He had Jordan
Damon.
Poole. They did not have Jordan Poole.
Yeah, a bench player. What did the Celtics have?
Yeah.
The Celtics had Tatum and Brown, and they all choked. But Steph was a demon, and he got his MVP. He got his Finals MVP, which finally.
Yeah, But those 3 times when Steph was playing with KD and without KD,
that was just popularity.
who won those final? No. You think Iguodala would have won the final MVP?
Iguodala was
Are
crazy.
you out of your mind?
Iguodala was crazy that series. He shut LeBron down.
No, he just locked down LeBron. He just wore LeBron off.
He was crazy that year. I mean, that's that series.
No, he did big. And Steph Curry didn't show up. This is why they had to get KD.
And they won 2 more, baby.
So what? But hold on.
Yeah.
I feel like the Rockets have a potential to make it to the NBA final. I feel that the coach can take that team to the next level. If he could do it with the Celtics, he could definitely do it with the Rockets. Even though it's way tougher. And you can't argue with that. He will outcoach Steve Kerr anytime.
First of all, I did say, and I did earlier when you started this podcast. Well, when you started coming on the show with me, I did say I'm a part-time Houston fan. So, I'm proud of the Rockets right in the playoffs. I'm so happy for them. You know, Ime Udoka's a great coach. Jalen Green, them guys, respect to them. I'm gonna be real, bro. I'm gonna keep it real. I think Houston is a second round exit. I think they'll win the first round because, as we said in the playoff team,
Wait, you said Luka?
Houston.
Oh, okay.
I said that if in the first round they'll probably play the Grizzlies or Timberwolves in the play-in. Whoever wins that matchup in the play-in, I think they could beat both those teams in the playoff series. I think they could beat the Memphis Grizzlies. I think they could clear the Grizzlies, honestly. Because the Grizzlies are not who they were before. Even though they're still a good team, they're not who they were before. And Timberwolves, that'll be tough, but I think they could beat them. And then, if all matches up as this, the Lakers and Warriors, whoever wins that matchup, they would versus the Rockets. I think Lakers or Warriors could beat the Rockets in the 7-game series. So I think the Rockets are a good team. I just don't think I don't think they're a championship contending team. At least not this season. I think they overachieved this year because of the damn second seed. But next year and so forth, they'll be better. But yeah, I trust. I like Houston. I really do. And would I be shocked if they make a Mavericks run like last year, where the Mavericks were the what, the 5th seed or the 6th seed? No, the 5th seed, and they made a run. No, I wouldn't be shocked. You know, Houston has Jalen. They have the offense to do it. They have the defense to do it, and they have the coaching to do it. I wouldn't be shocked, Russell Wall. But and again, we'll go into more detail when the playoffs, when the matchups are official. But honestly, bro,
OKC's gonna stop Jokic.
Huh?
You think OKC gonna stop Jokic?
Yeah.
You're out of your fucking mind.
Are we sure the Nuggets win the first round? Right now, they're scheduled to play the Clippers.
Yeah.
Are we sure?
That's a cakewalk. Yes.
I don't know, man.
You think Zubac's gonna stop Jokic?
Zubac is pretty tough.
Please tell. No. Zubac.
I think Zubac is
Zubac,
one of the only defenders that can really battle with Jokic.
Are you out of your fucking mind?
They have some tough matchups, bro.
Are you out of your mind?
They have some tough battles. Zubac is a big center. He's good. He's defensive. But Zubac is like that.
He's not a defensive threat off the perimeter. Bring him up the perimeter.
Well, yeah, not the perimeter, but in the post. I chose Zubac.
Zubac cannot guard Jokic IQ.
But
He's
I mean,
gonna make
that's a tough series, though, man.
Zubac,
because are we getting healthy Kawhi? Kawhi healthy? Woo!
obviously. Ooh, that doesn't mean shit.
Stopping Kawhi. But Harden, I don't know. I'm not gonna talk about Harden because we don't know. I don't know what Harden. I don't know what Harden I'm gonna get because Harden usually chokes in playoffs. So.
Yes.
But it's a tough one though. I don't think that's a cake. You said it's a cake. I don't think it's a cakewalk. So. But
it's a cakewalk for Jokic.
Well, again, we'll discuss that. We'll go into more detail when the playoffs happen, series matchup by matchup. But I mean, if I had to pick one going to the final, I didn't say this for my Eastern. We didn't say this for the Eastern Conference. So as of right now, again, we'll go into detail. You know, but off the head prediction, off the dome, who's going to the finals?
This is tough. I think it's the Celtics. To be honest with you, the Celtics.
And from the West,
Wait, who's number 2? Who's number 2?
Celtics.
Oh, number 1's Cavaliers, right? No, Cavaliers.
And who you got from the West?
Even though I'm not saying the Lakers will go in the finals, I think that the Lakers will. I just feel like the Rockets and the Nuggets are way better way better team to go to the finals. Right? This is me biased. Me not being biased.
I respect that.
I feel like I feel like the Nuggets will take it.
Even after firing their coach? You don't think that will create some bad juju?
You think Jokic's gonna let that affect him?
I mean,
All he cares about is his fucking horses.
he got shut down by Minnesota last year, man.
Yeah, but
Boy didn't show up in Game 6 or Game 7.
you think Chat Holmgren and whoever they picked up from the Knicks last year, Hardenstein's gonna stop him?
They have the personnel. But I will say,
Cat was way okay. Cat has like a muscular build. Pause. A muscular build, and Rudy Gobert is a defensive threat. You think Chat Holmgren and
well, see, that's the thing. That's the thing. Within that matchup, I think I will say Jokic will do his thing. I mean, I like Shet and I like Isaiah Hartenstein. I like both those guys a lot, but Jokic will do whatever he wants with those against those guys. Like, they're not going to stop Jokic. So if Jamal Murray becomes Jamal Murray, the one that we all know and love in the playoffs, but we know what he can be, I think that's different type of. I think Nuggets will definitely win that matchup but Jokic is going to be Jokic. We all know that, but he also needs Jamal in that matchup because that Thunder team is no joke, especially on the offensive end. If I had to think of right now off the top, I want to go Boston. I don't think nobody could bang with them in the East. Cleveland,
pause.
You know what I mean. I don't think nobody can really challenge them in the East, like that. I thought coming to the season would have been the Knicks, but they look bad. They got swept by Boston this year in the regular season. They don't look good against top teams. And Cleveland, I gotta see, man. I gotta see what they do in the playoffs. You know, because we all see these things happen. Great regular season team, bad playoff team. I gotta see what happens in the playoffs. But until I'm going Boston. They've been there.
Pause on this. But they have that. They have like all the big men. Yeah,
no, for sure. No, they're more scarier than they were previous years.
They way scarier than the fucking Celtics. Let's be for real.
I don't know about that.
You think Porzingis is gonna take care of like all the defensive anchor?
But look what happened last. Even though Cleveland's better than last year, obviously, but look what happened last year. Donovan Mitchell did a string, great playoff performer. Darius Garland didn't show up. Evan Mobley didn't show up. Jared Allen didn't show up. Like, these guys, even in the year before, when Donovan Mitchell came to Cleveland 2 years ago, 2023 playoffs, Donovan Mitchell showed up and no one else showed up. Last year's playoffs, Donovan Mitchell showed up, no one. So what if it's a trend that Darius Garland and Jared Allen, they're young guys, they're just not built for playoff moments? But we have to see. That's why I'm wait and see mode. But Boston, they had the two wings in Tatum and Brown. They went to the championship last year. Derek White is still amazing. Drew Holiday's still there. Horford is still there. Kristaps is still there. Payne Pritchard, who I freaking hate. I hate playing against Payne. Well, I'm not playing against, but I hate watching my Nets play against Payne Pritchard. This guy's like turns into freaking Michael Jordan when he plays us. I hate Payne Pritchard so much. Like, he's such a great hooper. Anyways, I have Boston going to the finals off the top.
All right.
And then I have OKC going to the finals. And I have OKC winning the championship. And SGA cementing himself as the greatest Thunder of all time. SGA, Aura King. Talk to me, baby. Any more comments before we go on to our last topic?
No. I just want to let you know. It's halftime right now. LA is whipping the Houston Rockets.
Really?
56-78 right now.
Damn, I see that. Ooh. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
if the Rockets win the first, I think the Rockets will win the first round. But if they go to the Lakers or the Warriors, I think they're getting clipped.
But Şengün's not playing.
And Fred.
And
Jabari. Oh, never mind. Yeah, that's
and Thompson.
Oh yeah, the
not
whole
playing.
freaking. Come on, never mind. What, the Lakers? The Lakers are playing everybody, man. But even if so, even with the fully healthy Rockets, I still think the Lakers will beat them. Going into our last topic.
Wait. I gotta do my own segment. We call it the Omaha segment. Omaha. This is a surprise topic. Who do you think will win the MVP this season? Okay.
Has to be, man. He got robbed last year. I know Jokic is having a great statistical season. Golly, man, this guy's having a crazy year. But it has to be SGA, man. He got robbed last year. He got robbed, and his team is doing better than Jokic for the second consecutive season. Has to be SGA, man. Has to be.
Let me be for real. I feel like Jokic is gonna win this 3-peat. Let's look at the narratives right now. His coach got fired. He did 60-20-20. First NBA player to do that with a triple-double. He's averaging a triple-double as a big man. That's unheard of.
Yeah, man, but
I feel like SGA is gonna win. To be honest with you.
yeah, SGA is averaging 33, 5, and 6, but. Yeah, man. I think he should have won it last year because MVP to me means you're the most valuable player, but look where your team's success has gotten you. Like the Thunder went from the play-in team 2 years ago to the first seed last season, and they're still just as dominant again this year. If Jokic wins it, I wouldn't be mad.
Gonna stop that.
Huh?
Luka's gonna stop that.
If Jokic wins it, I wouldn't be mad because I understand he's having a crazy statistical season. But I just think SGA should have won it last year, and SGA is going to win. I should win it this year. So, going into our next and final topic on this episode is, again, we weren't here for the month of March, really. And beyond that, so free agency happening in the NFL. I know it's pretty late, but, I'll start it off because I think I'm a Jets fan. So, the biggest news we got is Justin Fields.
Woohoo!
Let's go. Justin Fields. I wanted him. Advocated for Justin Fields to be a Jet. Reason being, I want a franchise quarterback so badly. Justin Fields hasn't shown that he could be a franchise quarterback. I'm not saying he is, but the man's 26 years old. The man's an athletic freak. And we've seen it all the time. Sam Darnold reviving his career, being a franchise guy. Baker Mayfield, Smith, Jared Goff. These guys get traded or find another team, and they go off. And then they start, and the organization gives them the keys to the franchise. Why can't that be the Jets with Justin Fields? I'm holding out hope for it. Again, he's 26 years old, new coaches, new regime, and I'm hoping they could put an offense around Justin Fields, and I think they will, right? And it's also cool, man. That story is very cool because Justin Fields is reuniting with his college teammate Garrett Wilson. They played together at the Ohio State University.
Ohio State Buckeyes.
That's best school in the nation, if you ask me. But they
best school for football.
Yeah, football. I think it's a great story, and they're both playing in New York, and. Justin Fields, man, we desperately need a franchise quarterback. I think he's up for the challenge, and I'm so excited for that. Justin Fields going to the New York Jets, and one more move, and I'll let you take over for this segment. One more move that I think is very great, and I don't know if you're going to go along with these moves as well, that I think are big, probably boring moves, but I think are big moves. Both Jamar Chase and T. Higgins going back to Cincinnati on big contracts, and You make it like, listen, I like the Bengals. Like, I have no problem with the Bengals. I like Joe Burrow. I like Chase. I like T Higgins, and they're both. You need you just keep your guys with Joe Burrow. Keep your guys happy. They pay Jamar Chase big time money. They pay T Higgins a good amount of money. That duo's that's still gonna be scary for teams, man. Like, you have Burrow locked up. You have Chase and T Higgins locked up for the next 3, 4, 5 years. It's only gonna get scary for them, man. But that's a big move for the Bengals because there was a worry that they were gonna lose at least one of them, maybe even both. But now they got them boys both locked up for the foreseeable future. That's big for the Bengals. That's big for the success of what's yet to be with Joe Burrow. The Bengals are. I feel like the Bengals are the only team that can knock off the Chiefs in the AFC. Because the Ravens can't do it, the Bills certainly can't do it, and Joe Burrow has done it before. So, it's going to be a fun situation back and forth with these guys. But yeah. So my big moves for the free agency so far has been Justin Fields to the Jets and Bengals keeping their star receivers.
Oh, okay. All right. So my favorite draft pick of this season.
Boris said draft pick.
Oh shit, my bad. It's 11 a.m. 11 p.m.
Go ahead.
Right now. It's about to be 12 a.m. Let me start off with this. The Chargers signed Trey Lance. I don't care about him, to be honest with you. Then Trey McBridge got a contract extension. Geno Smith to the Raiders. Okay, Geno Smith to the Raiders.
Time out, bro. Come on, man. You can't mispronounce the man's name like that, bro.
McBridge, right?
No.
Trey McBridge. How you say it, bro? It's like.
First of all, where's the G? Where's the G in bridge in his name? Please, I'm sorry, Deetz. You gotta repronounce that name.
Hey, yo, can we?
No, we're not gonna. This is content right here. Bro said McBridge. Bridge has a G in it. Where do you see a G in his name, bro?
Okay, can
McBride.
you pronounce his name? McBride.
He's one of the best tight ends in the league. I just
You want to give him more money out of your paycheck? Go ahead. Geno Smith to the Raiders. I think this was a good. This was a surprise pickup by the Raiders and Tom Brady himself. I don't think Geno Smith is going to be like Tom Brady-esque, but it is what it is. Right? To fulfill the holes. If Geno Smith gets the job done, great job. If not, we should have picked up Shador Sanders.
They still can.
They still can, yeah. The Cowboys traded for Joe Milton. Am I saying his name correctly? You wanna approve my pronunciations of names now? Let's see how many times Deetz fuck up.
That should be a segment.
Yeah. I mean, he's in the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Fuck them Cowboys. DK Metcalf with the Steelers.
You like that one?
Ooh.
But who's the quarterback?
Not really. Aaron Rodgers. Ugh.
Not a good pairing.
He should have been retired.
Yep.
How much did he sign for, to be honest with you?
Rodgers not signed yet.
What, is he doing the same shit like he doing with the Jets? Yo, what the fuck, man?
You see how...
Just...
this is not going to turn into... At least for me.
Yo, you just why? Yo, just...
You could talk about it.
Just sign already.
You could talk about
like,
this.
What the fuck are you waiting... What the fuck are you waiting for?
Thank God
Yo!
Bro, you could speak about this, but I'm going to say this real quick.
No. Let me explain this.
Wait. Before you do, because trust me, you're gonna have the whole floor. Thank God, this guy's away from my organization. He's brought this. I don't know, like this guy is attention seeking. He wants the drama to be focused on him. I have Justin Fields. I'm cooling. I don't have no.
You're cooling like a coolant,
I
right?
have no
Okay.
life ever since Rodgers left the Jets, or ever since the Jets moved on from Rodgers, and he's doing this dance with the Steelers that he doesn't want to sign. He wants to, I don't know, whatever he's doing. My life has been peaceful as a Jets fan. So, but that being said, go Deetz.
Thank you. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to be on this wonderful podcast. Because I'm gonna curse a lot. You might as well just bleep it out. Do whatever the case may be. But what the fuck, Rogers? What the fuck is going on in your head? I get it. You want to be the Aaron Rodgers that want to be like this. You have a whole Netflix documentary about yourself. What's that show called? Because I know I'm gonna mispronounce that shit. You don't know the show name. You're an Aaron. Like
I'm
he was
not an Aaron Rodgers fan.
filming it.
I didn't even watch it.
Fucking bullshit. It's this whole that shit put me to sleep. To be honest with
Good.
you, yeah, like to be honest, like whenever he's talking in the Jets field, it's just like a little haze. Like you know, it's like you know somebody's like if you're smoking pot, you just feeling like a little haze of like somebody talking to you about their life experience. That's what it was basically. I know, we don't condone you guys smoking weed. Let's be for real.
For sure.
But, like, just looking from pothead experiences, not from me, because I'm no pothead. And Tru is not. Mm-hmm.
Man of God. Man of God. This is not a God. This is not a religion podcast. So
this is not really a religion podcast, but like,
don't smoke out there, guys. Don't smoke out there.
Yeah, please be at the legal age of doing stuff reckless.
No, don't do nothing reckless, guys.
Or don't do anything reckless. Be responsible at least. Be responsible citizens, please. Anyway, back to the story. But like that thing is like bullshit. It's like I'm learning about Aaron Rodgers and I still don't know anything about him. I really don't. And to be honest with you, like he just needs to sign, man. Stop going to this dark retreat. Man, I should go to a dark retreat. Right?
He made me go to a dark retreat. Last season. But
he was like, yo, Aaron Rodgers, man, he's going to save us. Oh, my God. Holy moly. The Jets are still the same Jets. And you think Robert... What's his last name? You think Robert Saleh was playing for this shit?
Dude, all of them are to blame. And they're all gone from me. It's Justin Fields, baby. I'm wearing a Jets shirt.
Be happy with your toy, okay? Pause. But be happy with your toy. I'm done with the Aaron Rodgers.
Good.
What else? Oh yeah, Devontae Adams to L.A. and Cooper Kupp went to the Seahawks.
Right. Forgot about that one.
Yeah, his hometown. Yeah.
Cooper Kupp.
I mean, shit. Cooper Kupp would bring that fire.
He got paid a lot too.
He got paid a lot. He deserved to be paid. And I feel like Devontae Adams just screwed everything up for them. So, that's my opinion. Yeah, I know this.
Midnight.
Yeah,
it's midnight, guys.
Yeah,
it's midnight. That's why.
Yeah, we're just. Yeah, it's a nighttime. I'm mispronouncing last names, first names. Forget about the head coach's names.
I said Matas Bazelis was in the draft contest. it's nighttime, guys. So for the people who do watch, it's nighttime. Yeah. Anything else you want to say?
But yeah,
before we end this off,
just get all your news from Instagram, like the ESPN with Aaron or I don't know what's his name again. The NFL reporter that knows everything about everything.
Ian Rappaport?
Yeah, Ian Rappaport.
Yo, this guy's really off it. We're going to sleep, bro. I'll close it off.
Follow Rappaport.
Bro, come on, bro. Ian Rappaport.
Yeah, whatever he said, just follow him. for all your NFL updates, and then follow. What's the other guy's name for NBA?
Shams.
Yeah, follow Shams. That's not hard to mispronounce his name. Okay, follow Shams. Please follow Shams for your NBA news. Okay. Other than that, we just use their insights and just tell you this how we feel about it. To be honest, right now, we're supposed to have the rage, but we don't. Man, we should check the monster before we started this podcast.
I'm about to go to sleep.
What you mean you go?
But
I mean before we start a podcast.
Well, that's gonna close out this episode, guys. Playoffs are happening soon for the NBA, so expect an episode on that. Just going into detail about playoff matchups, giving our analysis on that. For the people, appreciate it if you guys, follow, like, comment, share. Share with your friends, engage in debates with us, engage in topics with us. We'd be happy to engage with you guys. But again, I put a huge emphasis on it. Share. Spread love. But that being again, sorry for the hiatus we took. We haven't been on here for a while, but we will be back. Expect again, playoffs are happening soon. I'm repeating myself, but playoffs are happening soon. Expect more content with that. And with that, man, it was a great episode, man. So, with that, I'm out. Anything else you want to add, Deetz?
Hold on. Everybody, hold on, cause I know it's late night and stuff like that. I just want to give a shout out to somebody because
Let's go.
You guys did comment on TikTok about Jaylen Brown not being a number one option according to True.
First of all, Jaylen Brunson.
Let me.
It was Jaylen Brunson. You said Jaylen Brunson.
Jaylen Brunson. Okay, number.
Well, those are hate comments,
number
bro.
2. I can't give him a shout out.
They were hating on me.
So what?
Go ahead. Spread love.
So I'm picking the NJR92. That username on TikTok, quote unquote, he commented, "LOL, what has SGA done in the playoffs?" Question mark. Well, so shout out to you, NJR92, with no picture on your profile on TikTok. We greatly appreciate your comment. Please share, subscribe, whatever you want to do. We're on YouTube as well. NJR92. Thank you for proving my point too. All right, goodbye.
Peace.
Everybody. Good night. Peace.
You can end it, right?
Nah, you can end it.
I don't have the option.
Nah, I'm ending this.
You stopped?